Installing a green wall can give you that instant jungle vibe that we all desire. Green walls are attractive and can liven up any space. In this video, I will be giving you a tour of my Pothos green wall and talk a little bit about my thought process when designing it. My green wall measures 4 by 4 and features 24 hanging pots. Each of these pots have a corresponding bracket that it hooks on, and each bracket is screwed into the plywood back. The frame is made up of two 2 by 4 pressure-treated plywood boards. I chose pressure-treated wood to help protect the wall from moisture, and I used 5 lag bolts and secured the boards to the studs in the wall. There are many options when designing a green wall, from green walls made from rain gutters to prefabricated felt pockets. Green walls can range in complexity. Felt pockets are the most popular option when it comes to making a green wall. They're easy to install, and you can simply plop a plant into each pocket. However, unless your wall is waterproof, water typically will go everywhere. Water drains straight through the felt pockets. Another really easy option is to use Wally hanging pots. They are self-watering pots and very easy to mount. I didn't know about these Wally containers at the time of building this green wall, but if I had, I'd probably just go with them. It would have saved me so much labor, and it would save me the extra screws. I wouldn't have needed to use the plywood background. My local nursery sells these pots. They're labeled under Living Wall Modular Vertical Garden. Overall, I'm super happy that I went with these pots. So the Living Wall kit, it comes with 4 small pots and 4 larger pots. Comes with the bracket and then also irrigation tubing. The small pots can be bought individually for $6.50. The larger pots $7.50. I ended up just going for buying each pot individually. I did all large pots in this living wall. So here's a closer look at the wall. In the bottom here, you can see I have lag bolts. I have 2 lag bolts on each of the sides. There is one at the top, another one in the middle, and then one at the very end. Although I call this my Pothos green wall, I have a variety of other vining plants as well. The top row, I have a marble queen. The first row is mostly golden pothos. There's a neon pothos at the end. The second row, more golden pothos. As we move down, I have the syndapsis, a cebu blue, and a couple micans. And at the very bottom, we have some more neon pothos. I do have a siltepecana tucked in the bottom here, and just more pothos. As far as lighting, I'm using this Rapid LED 75-watt Cree cob light. It measures about 6 by 6 by 7 inches and is around 6 pounds. It's a pretty heavy light. It's suspended by the ceiling with these hooks and ceiling mounts. And then I have this plastic cord cover just to conceal all the cords. The light then plugs into my Century timer, which is in the bottom here. And I run the light for about 10 hours a day. So here is a closer look at the Amazon listing for this light. Rapid LED 75 watt Cree cob light. It's 5000 Kelvin or daylight, 75 watts. It includes the rope ratchet for easy hanging. It's perfect color temperature for vegetative growth. And then this next slide, just more about the specifications. Once again, 6.3 by 6.3 by 7.5 inches, weighs about 6.49 pounds, and pretty decent reviews, 4.7 out of 5 stars at the time of when I purchased the light. So overall, a pretty good light in my opinion. So as far as watering, I just use a garden hose attached to my shower head. Check out my previous video if you want to know how I did that. And then I just water each pot individually, and the idea is that you water from the top and then each row drains to the next row and to the next row, and at the very bottom I have installed a shelf. The shelf holds two 1020 trays to collect the remaining of the water. Each pot has a single drain hole, and I have a tube to help direct the water down into the next row. This last drainage tray makes a really good propagation station for additional pothos. So you also see here that I did try drip irrigation on the screen wall. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for me. I just didn't really have a good way to unhook this tube here. Just didn't have a good way to, connect and disconnect this to a water source. And I just decided to keep it simple and just water everything by hand. So far it's been working really good. So I've replanted this green wall a couple different times. Originally, when I first started, I had so many different types of plants with different growing requirements. I found it was very hard to maintain. Just doing pothos makes everything so much easier. If I forget to water, I can just water the next time I remember, and everything just pops back to life. One thing that I really love about this green wall is that it's really easy to just switch out the plants. The pots, they just hook right in. You can just pop them out, move them up or down based on lighting requirements or lighting needs, or just move them around based on what looks nice. So just a quick demonstration about moving the pots, taking the pots up, moving them down, and rearranging everything. There's really not much to it. So here we can take a closer look at the bracket. It's secured by 2 screws, one on each side, and you can see the pots just hook right in here. And then as far as the irrigation, there is a hook if you did want to add irrigation to it, so you can secure the irrigation drip line. I hope this video gave you a lot of ideas on designing your own green wall. So that's pretty much the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more.